really like my donor to know that I'm really just so appreciative and grateful for, this opportunity that they've granted me. There's not a day that goes by that I don't look around and I think, I'm so lucky to be here and studying something I love. I could be doing anything else. I could be out working, at a mechanic shop, but I'm here studying an art that is, trying to stay alive, and I'm gonna try my best to keep it alive. I'm trying to be as dedicated as I can. I'm trying to be as motivated as I can and trying to stay on the path as best I can.
Really giving helps society in the long run. And that's really why I enjoy giving, and especially to Moorhead. Anything that would help a young person to gain an education, knowledge for the future will help society.
I'm very fortunate to receive a couple different foundational scholarships, so it helps me both academically, but also a chance to just focus on my extracurriculars. I don't have to focus on the financial side of things. I can just relax and make sure my priorities are where they need to be.
Both of us, me being a lawyer, Paula being a teacher, you obviously cannot achieve those dreams without having an education. And I think beyond just getting an education, the totality of going to college, meeting people, learning what it's like to be out on your own, to find out what life is like, that they are, it goes just beyond the education. It helps you navigate what it's like to be an adult.
This scholarship has motivated me to be a better person. Both my older brothers received this award, and it's truly a blessing to get the same scholarship that my two greatest role models got, and it really pushes me to do better in the classroom because it reminds me that someone else believes in my potential as well. I chose Moorhead State because it's always been home. I remember growing up going to any type of MSU basketball sporting event in my little MSU cheerleading outfit. It's truly a blessing to attend the same university that both my parents and two older brothers attended. It's just truly, as they say, once an eagle, always an eagle.
Sometimes just to walk in these doors, it's such adversity that they have to overcome. And some come from families that their parents or their caregivers, their family, they don't want them to come and get an education. So for me, I've just been blessed not only to be a graduate, but to teach social work students for so many years. And it's just opened all kinds of doors. So it's made me a much better human.
Rick Hesselberg and LaTanya, great people, as we all know. Their scholarship has helped me a lot. My mom passed away September 30th, 2018. So, my dad, he helps pay for everything. And so this scholarship, takes a financial burden off of him. I can buy textbooks as a scholarship, I can buy school supplies, whatever I need to do. So it really helps with financial responsibilities.
I think it's important for students to understand and to know that there are alumni that have their backs. There are alumni that were here walking on this campus that had successful college experiences and felt supported, and they're passing that along now to this future generation of students. So I think along with the financial support, just knowing that there are people that care and people that have done things to make it possible for the next generation of students to come is a step up for them, knowing that this is going to be like a family here at MSU.
I think it's helped us, giving back to the community, and it's helped our children because, one of them's went into education, but they've all finished some type of degree. I think it's just, taught us to help give back.
So you often hear the phrase that it takes a village. Our scholarships that we award every year are not funded by just, one or two or even a small handful of people. It is hundreds of people that make this happen. And whether it is a $1,000 annual scholarship that's funded from year to year, or it's a scholarship that's generated from investment income from an endowment that was set up 20 years ago, or maybe it's even a future scholarship that's been committed through a planned estate gift. At the end of the day, when that student receives the scholarship, it carries the same weight no matter where it came from or how it was generated. It truly is a collective impact of hundreds of people who have made a commitment to support scholarships in whatever way works for them.
It's important to us, I think, the way we were both raised. We had parents who were very conscious of being able to help people. We've been very fortunate to have good education, we've been very fortunate to have good jobs, and we've been fortunate to have positions to be able to give back to the community. And so we have always given, been given to the university for many years, and we've narrowed it to this scholarship over the last several, but we believe that you need to give back based upon what you can.
Going from a small world, my time here at Morehead took me to a bigger world. You know, I was able to understand what the world was all about. And that's what I'm hoping that the kids that I help, they learn it's not just about a degree, it's about becoming a more knowledgeable and wiser person to help society.
I hope to make a difference in special education by advocating and be the voice for them that they do not have. A lot of people don't realize how much neglect they experience, not only in educational systems, but also at home. So I really just hope that I can be the light and make sure these kids are getting the treatment and love they truly deserve. I would like my donors to know about me that I am now also part of Sigma Alpha Epsilon, and I'm so thankful for the impact he has not only made on myself, but also within the fraternity, and those gentlemen are truly carrying on his legacy every day.
I hope to make a difference in my field by really trying to innovate and push the sound forward and preserve these traditional themes and music that we play, you know. I always keep it in my head that, you know, someone took a big chance on me, and I have this opportunity to do something, and I'm not going to waste it. And I'm going to dedicate as much as I can, and all of I'm going to put my all into it.
Knowing that someone chose to invest in me and other students like me, that's definitely something that means something. So one sentence I would use to thank our donors is, thank you for believing in me and making these opportunities possible.